Jai Guruji, Jai Mahakali. So I'm doing the monthly reading for the sign of Taurus, Taurus, Sun, Moon, and rising signs. See these readings whenever you view them. Whether you are wanting to know from tarot, astro-tarot, astrology, horoscopes, make sure that you view them from your rising sign or your ascendant, which we call as the Lagna or the Lagna Lord in Vedic astrology as well. Or you could do that with your moon sign as well, because these two are going to be more closed and more resonating with the situations or with your actual life. Taurus, Sun, Moon, and rising sign. Let's see the monthly reading for the month of July. There is a card which already flipped out, so I've taken that. You could see that. Okay. Quite a few messages. A couple of messages actually for a few group of people. But energy at the bottom. What is July bringing to you, Taurus? I'm seeing a fast moving change, some sort of message communication, an email, phone call, messages, a letter, maybe coming your way, and most probably is what I'm feeling that it is going to be about a job or a career opportunity. If you have applied for any interview, if you have appeared in those processes, then the month of July brings the offer on the table. Okay, that's what this precisely means. Watch out for the 8th day of the month or the 8th of the month, which is 8th of July. Could be a significant date for you. Now here, the messages that I have for you, Taurus. There are a couple of groups here. I'm talking about the first group. You are coming in close contact with your twin flame or your soul partner. You may already be in that relationship, but what's happening now in the month of July is probably a formal ceremony, a ring ceremony, or an engagement ceremony, or it could literally be the contract, which means a marriage is seen on the cards. This is going to be very beneficial for you because this is that sort of true love and the soulmate coming in union, which we do not see in today's world. As you see, the world has gone nasty and most of the things are only use based or the need based. The relationships are being built upon only to satisfy either the physical needs, emotional needs, or the mental needs, and the financial needs. But here, what I am seeing for this group of people, um, that you have your soulmate and you are going all the way into that, which is pretty good. So I congratulate you on that. This could happen within 2 weeks to 2 months. I mean, a formal engagement, ring ceremony, or marriage can happen within 2 weeks to 2 months. Number 5 could be important for you. This marriage that, pardon me, the marriage which is happening, it is going to be in agreement with your family, wider family, with your parents. I mean, I'm seeing that The rituals play an important role here. Um, I'm seeing marriage happening in a church, if that's what you, if that's what the group belongs to, or it's going to be a temple, um, or based on your religions and your faith or belief systems, you could actually take that how it resonates. But then what I'm feeling is it's going to be a formal ceremony and a formal process, and it's going to involve the your old traditions, beliefs, and rituals as well. That's for the first group. Second, this is about the career. So the group that I'm talking to now, you have been putting all the efforts, um, and it's good. I would say rather 7 months or 7 years. You have been working your way out. I mean, you are going and extending yourself. You are working far away from your home. So you could be in a situation where you could be working in a city which is um, not your hometown, or a city far away. Let's say that you are from Florida, but then you are working in California or New York. This is this sort of situation that I'm seeing here. But then you left your house, you left your family behind only because you wanted to make something out of it. You wanted to prove your mettle, and the work is still in progress, is what I'm seeing. What I'm seeing connected with this is that you have no idea, or you have no clue on what's going to come towards you with respect to the work situation that I am seeing, which means that you are so much engaged or so much engrossed in your work and crafting your skill that you are not seeing whether you are getting any results or not. You are completely devoted to your work, and I'm really liking this. What's going to happen is that you are going to see the fruits of your labor. um, it is going to take some time, but then you are going to be pretty happy with the effort, because see, it's the devotion. Just like in Bhagavad Gita, when Arjuna asks Shri Krishna that why are you showing this Virat Roop, the great form of God, to me, then why is it only me? Then Krishna said that it's only because of your sheer devotion, that you are devoted to your work, to your dharma, is that I am so glad and so delighted that I am showing this Virat, or this great form of God, with millions and billions of arms. So why I'm connecting that message to here is because this card specifically reminds me of someone who is pretty hardworking, who is pretty good, pretty skilled, who is only busy in crafting his skill, and he does not care about what's happening behind, what's happening to the family, whether he has. If you see here, he has planted good six pentacles, but then he's not even willing to see that, which means that he's so much devoted in his work that when the results will pour in, he will be overwhelmed with those. Okay, this is the kind of devotion that we need in today's world. Let's move to the third group. Now this group here, it talks about relationship. The message that I'm channeling for someone is it's a heartbreaking situation. Something happened with respect to a relationship situation here. um, this person has given up on that situation. So I'm talking to someone who has been into a close connection or close relationship, and that you trusted the other person or the other partner more than anybody else on the planet, because you really wanted to make that work. Maybe you really wanted to take this situation here to the marriage. However, there has been a situation, I think something was hidden from you. I could only assume that It could be a fishy situation or something kept in the dark, something kept hidden. The motives were not clear from the other party, and which broke you to an extent that you decided to move out. You decided to focus on your own well-being. You decided to focus on your own health and on your mental peace, because you are so much shaken emotionally. I'm only seeing that you are drained to your core, and the only thing that can bring you back that peace, that balance of body, mind, and emotions that I always say, is through this healing. This healing is important, and only because you want to heal and you have that clarity deep down somewhere, which is why you are leaving this situation behind. The emotions behind, if you see here, cups denote emotions. You are moving away from these emotions, the river of emotions. You are going towards this situation where you are trying to find uh, the balance back in your life. And this is going to happen when you are going to complete this healing, which is why we have this major arcana here. In this situation, the temperance shows the either the compromise to a situation or a balance that or healing that must take place. You see how this angel of healing, she is trying to create that balance by bringing the two worlds together. One is the material world and the other one is the spiritual world. So water here shows emotions as well as intuition as well. And when we connect both these things together, then that is the stage when that balance comes in, and which is what is missing in your life, and which is why you're moving away. You're keeping these emotions behind. Now you gotta focus on this healing. This healing is going to take a lot of time. I think, let's say, next 14 weeks to 14 months is what going to take this healing, because I have come from that situation. I'm still going through that, but I could say that it's been good 18 months, and I was shaken to the core. Um, was broken pretty badly, I would say. But then it's been 18 months, and which is why I'm saying that healing is a journey. It's a long process, but once you cover that, then you are going to find yourself, and who knows, just like me, you would be guiding some people, um, and getting deeper inside the occult and mystic subject that I am into now. Okay, so pretty important reading and pretty important messages for all these three groups. I hope that it resonates with you. Now let's take a look at a couple of oracles and psychic cards and see if there is any guidance that you should do or you should follow through. Let's take a message from your um, ancestors first. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising. What's the message? What's the guidance from your ancestors? What is it that they want you to focus on now? Okay, as expected. Take a look at this. This is pulling me. The moon energy is pretty intense around you, Taurus. Yes, of course. One more. The psychic reading cards. This is one of my favorites. And always spot on with the readings. All right. Okay, I think that's it. Those are enough. All right. The first one is a message from your ancestors. And this is the Peacekeeper card. Uh, what this ancestor trying to communicate with you is that if you are into a situation where, let's say that you have a conflict going on, this could be a conflict in your personal life, the conflict could be going through right within your own mind also around a specific situation. You could be in a dilemma about deciding whether you gotta go with option number one or not option number two, or this could literally be a conflict around certain people in your life, mostly in relationship situations or in a work situation as well. We often have these conflicts with our bosses, with our colleagues, and with our counterparts as well. But then now is not the time that you just go there and prove your point, because now the Peacekeeper card says let go of the need to be right, which means it's not always that we are going to win when we prove our mettle or we prove our worth. Sometimes it's necessary that we take a step back, inhale, take a deep breath, and then see the world from a different angle. Probably not from a dual angle, but then let's see everything from a non duality perspective. Or let's say that everything is the form of energy, and that we do not need to um, be present somewhere and then prove our worth or prove our words or prove our truthfulness, because sometimes we are in those situations where even if we do that, that's not going to work, or you are not going to be welcomed when you actually try to prove your worth. And which is what they are wanting you to know. They only want to you to go ahead, move. I think this is resonating with the third group that I said. You don't need to prove your point now. You have seen enough. Life has shown you enough. Universe has shown you enough. Now your ancestors want you to move on and then focus on the healing that we um, discussed a while ago. The Monology deck says that prosperity lies ahead. And remember, this is right on top of this reading for this man who is crafting his skill. And I mentioned that the results are going to take some time, but then the the gentleman is going to be overwhelmed with the results because he's so much devoted to his work that this is a sign of, see, this is your card, new moon in Taurus, and we are doing this reading for Taurus sun moon rising. So prosperity is just waiting ahead. Keep on putting in the sheer effort, the sheer work that you are doing here. Okay, good job. Lastly, I've got the house card here, and we are moving through the um, so the message that I'm channeling is that we are moving in a stage where Saturn is moving through Pisces for next 2.5 years. It went into Pisces sign on 29th of March this year, 2025. And for your case Taurus, this is transiting through your um, this is transiting through your 11th house. Now 11th house is the house of resources. 11th house is your social circle, is the community, is your profits and gains as well. Now how I am resonating this message is that number 8 is going to be very significant for you. Mark that number, mark the dates, 8th day of the month, or the 8th date of a specific month, or the month of August. That's going to be number 8 as well. Okay, something important is going to happen. Either you are going to buy a property, buy a house, or you're going to sell a house. Either way, it is going to be very profitable for you. And either way, because this Saturn is transiting through your 11th house, like I mentioned, you, even if you sell your house, or even if you buy your house, you are going to be in profits, you are going to be in gains. So again, a very congratulating message. I'm pretty happy for you, all the Taurians. All right, with that, let's conclude it here. I generally like to keep my readings shorter. Monthly readings, especially underneath 20 minutes so that uh, you are not shocked when you see that okay, these are not lengthy readings, and that you could spare 20 minutes a day, only once a month. Okay, if you like this content, then do like, share, subscribe, and take care. Jai Guruji, Jai Mahakali.